Kirsten from JK Fiber Arts. Welcome to Stage 1 TDF 2024. Yay! Today we are going to do a fold single with this Malabrigo noob. I wanted to show you what you can do with this. So this is a noob, and the colorway is Diana, and this is Merino. This is a hat that was knit from the fold singles. And you can purchase this yarn. Actually, I did not spin this one. This was purchased, but if you can see here on my slip stitch, I don't know if I can get a finger in here. There we go. These are two separate stitches. This is not plied. This is a fold single. And when you do that, you get to maintain this gorgeous colorway. You don't worry about any blending of the colors. And it's super cool. Also, this is a sprint phase. So, want to do something quick? The first stage is the sprint, so probably the next 1, 2, 3 days we'll be doing this. So we're going to get started. I'm going to open this up and we're going to take a look and see how felted it is before we start. Let's get this opened. Oh, sidebar. This is what we'll be doing after the Tour de Fleece. This is 100% mulberry silk from Mawada Silk Hankies. So we're going to be doing this. I'll show you how we make it. But that is for 3 weeks from now. So I'm going to open this up and we're going to take a look. Look at this gorgeousness. Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. So noob is pretty famous for being felted. This is a little bit felted. And it can make it a little more challenging to spin. What I'm going to do is open this all up. Oh my gosh, look how gorgeous it is. They do a lovely job with their dyes, even if their top is a bit felted. So I'm just going to open this all up and we're going to lay it out and we're going to take a look and see how felted it really is and whether or not I think this is something I'll be able to spin pretty easily. This does not look bad. I don't know if we can draft from this easily or not. Let's see if I can pull staple length out pretty easily. It's not bad. Not bad. I think this might be okay. I wanted to show you, so if you get something like this that's felted, what I do is I steam it. You saw me recently when I was doing one of the art yarn ones in the last few weeks that I would steam this and it just kind of plumps it up and opens up the fibers. And one of the reasons that theirs get so felted is they're not in any sort of packaging to protect it. It's just loose rolling around and it's wadded up really tight and it just gets rubbed a lot. But it's really soft. This is going to be gorgeous. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't think we're going to need to steam this, so I'll just have to show you on a different one. The main thing is because we're going to do the pre-drafting for spinning a thick single, what I'm going to do is tear this into strips anyways. So I don't think we will need to do any sort of steaming. All I'm going to do is just take whatever size I feel might be about right here. I think I'm just going to follow these pin tracks. Let me go to the end and see what we have. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We're going to make this one in half. So I'm just giving myself a starting point here. And that's about the right size. So it just depends on how thick of a single you want. And then this one I'm going to divide in half also. All right. And then all I'm going to do is just take these kind of one at a time and peel them down. And just remember what end you start from, because we want this just to kind of stay the same over and over again. All right, so I have my first one here, and I'm actually just going to do it in reverse order because I'm just going to keep that in first. So I'm going to rewind it so that I don't forget. That's going to be my end. We're going to wind this one up like so. And I'm just going to keep going through until I have this divided up. And then we'll be back to, look at this gorgeousness. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And we'll be back and start our spinning. I have my gorgeous nests. They're all roughly the same size. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can always draft it out a little further if you want, if it's a little thicker than you want. All right. Look at this. We are ready. Let's go to the wheel. All right, we are ready. I have my basket over here. So I'm gonna grab my first single. I'm spinning from the dark blue end first. Just gonna let that kind of fall down onto the ground. Or you could let it fall into your basket. I'll leave it in my basket. I'll just let it in my basket. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spin my single clockwise in the Z direction, just like usual for me. And I'm going to try to spin this a thick single. It will poof up a little bit when we felt it. It will full it a little bit. So I think I want to go for either like a 6 or an 8. Probably more of an 8, like an Aran weight maybe. But we'll see how chunky I can get here. So the way that we spin the bulky single is we're going to stay close to the orifice. Still on my leader yarn here. It was a long leader yarn, holy moly. We wasted a whole bunch. All right, there we go. So now you can see this is my single here. And the same rules do not apply for like plyback tests and stuff like that. You do want it to have some, oh my God, look how nice that would be if I was gonna spin it regular. That's okay, I have a whole bunch of other Malabrigo that I can do that with. But this is gonna be wonderful. And right now I'm looking at, let's see what we have here. So the thickest one I have here is looking to be, this is probably a 9. So I think I do wanna try to go a little bit thicker. And again, this does not require a ton of twist. I have my lower whirl on here. And the key is we're gonna be pulling close to the orifice, and we're gonna stay with bigger chunks from the drafting trial. Right there, I took a smaller one, whoops. And we'll see if we can get some nice rhythm going here. I do want to try to make this be a little consistent. I don't want to end up with something thick and thin for this. I would like it to be mostly just thick. Well, that's pretty. I have a ton of twists, so I think what I'm going to do is, I want to have twist. Obviously, you want it to stay together, so I want twist. But I don't want too much because I'm not going to be plying it with anything, so this is a little much. So the other good thing is because this is a small little section of fiber, I can kind of unwind it a little bit so we can check it. That's better. Seriously, this is going to be gorgeous if I was going to 2-ply it. So what I'm going to do is increase my draw so that it's going to draw it in a lot faster so I don't get quite so much twist on it. Even more than that. So what that does is my fiber is spending less time outside of the orifice, so I am getting less twist on it without changing much of anything else. And we'll see how this goes here. And I'm keeping that front hand close to the orifice so nothing's getting away from me here. Let's see what this looks like. That is so pretty. I can't stop looking at it. Let's see, where's my close-up angle? It's over here. Now that I have two things, I keep forgetting what direction to turn to. So if this were, if I was doing a plyback test for a regular yarn, this would actually be quite lovely. So I still need some more draw here. Let's increase the draw a bit. can feel it pulling it in a lot faster. So I'm trying to keep my treadle consistent and my drafting consistent. You see I'm starting to get a nice rhythm now. And I have a nice thickness here, fairly consistent. And I'm not having too much difficulty in the way of drafting with this because, you know, like I said, when you pre-draft to spin thick, it doesn't really matter that the fiber was a little bit felted because it opens it up when you pre-draft it. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Hopefully we're starting to get, yeah, see, now I'm getting better, so this doesn't have as much twist on it. You can see that. You can see now that I don't have as much twist on that. So that's good. I haven't checked my WPI here, so let's give it a peek and see what we're doing. So if we're on this one now, I'm looking, right there's the 8. So that's the fatter part. My thinner part here, well, the thinnest part I have is about a 9, if you can see. So there's the 8. This is upside down, so you can't see it. Here is the 8 here. That's about the 6, 8. And then the very skinny part here where I got way too thin is a 9. So I think we're gonna be okay. So you know how we just spent all that time spinning thick and thin? See, I just did a thin one there. You don't want to draft it to the point where it starts to get thin. Then you lose your consistency. And that's what I'm trying to do, is just stay consistent here with my drafting without getting too thin. And again, I need to advance my hook, increase my draw like crazy, and turn it way up so I can just rip it right out of my hand here. There we go, that seems better. I want it on kind of almost automatic draw here, so it's just pulling it right on. Here I am, I'm already at the end of the first one. Wow, that went fast. So I have 8 of these to go, so I'm gonna leave a little bit of a fruit. This is really pretty. Take some of this twist out though. A little too much to that thin spot right there. And the only way that this works is if you're at the end of your fiber. There we go. All right. And I am just going to continue on like this. And I will see you back here when I get this finished. I will see you back here tomorrow, and we will fold this single. And I have a little extra twist because I thought this was the team time trial, as is historically the case with TDF. But my husband told me that it was a very steep, hilly, the most grueling first stage ever of the Tour de France. So I am going to add a little something extra, and we'll do it tomorrow. I will see you then. Until next time, spin happy.